In this video, we'll be talking about how to sew this crop top that you're currently seeing on your screen. We will not be talking about the cutting of this top. We're just going to be talking about the sewing because I lost all the video I made on how to cut this top, but we're going to be talking about how to sew it in this particular video. I made a video on how to sew this gather skirt with elastic waistband as well, but that is going to be my next tutorial. I'll be uploading that after this particular one that you are watching. Hello, my name is Oluwatosin. In case this is the first time you're seeing my channel, and you're welcome. To all my returning subscribers, you're also welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today's video. In case this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't just subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get notified the next time I upload new video on this channel. So this is the facing for the back. I weaved it down. You can as well sew it. Then facing for the front as well, I weaved it down. You can stitch it. Then this is the sleeve and this is the body of the crop top. So the first thing I would do is to use hemming gum to fold the down. These are the two back panels. These are the two panels for the back. I'm not going to stitch it. I want to use hemming gum because I want it to come out as neat as possible. So just use hemming gum to fold the down of your top, both at the back and then at the front. The next thing when you're done doing this is I'll be using hemming gum to fold the sleeve as well. The next thing after this is to fix my zip. So to fix my zip, I'll put the two panels at the back together, making sure the right side is facing right side. Then I'm going to be fixing my zip. I love to fix my zip with measurement, as in I measure before fixing my zip. This helps to eliminate the bulge that used to appear at the back of some dresses or some tops. So I measured my sewing allowance 2 inches from the shaping side. Then I measured the bust divided by 4. I marked that. On the waistline, I'm going to be measuring 2 inches sewing allowance as well. Then from that 2 inches, you measure the waistline divided by 4 and you mark that. This marking now helps you to know the exact place your zip is supposed to pass. And by this doing, it helps to eliminate the bulge that comes or that appears at the back of some dresses or some tops. And you have to mark on the right side because on this side the zip is going to be fixed on the right side, just like I'm doing. I did my marking on the right side. So when you are done fixing on one side, you pick up the other side of the back panel and then you face right side to right side. You don't have to mark again on the other side. All you have to do is just that. Make sure that when you are placing it on this side that the zip is already fixed on, the shaping side is on the same, will I say, level. Like, just make sure you arrange it very well, just like I'm doing. Once it is properly arranged, whatever is remaining on the zip side is zip allowance, and that is where you are going to sew your zip on. If you try this method when you are fixing your zip on your top or gowns, you will see that that bulge that is supposed to, like that bulge that used to appear sometimes when you fix your zip at the back, will not be there. The next thing after this is to turn the neckline for the back. To turn the neckline, I'm going to open up my zip the way I'm doing. Then I'll pick up my facing, making sure the right side is facing right side. I mean the right side of the facing has to be facing the right side of my actual fabric, and then I'll turn this with hemming gum and I'll give it a very good press so that the facing can stick down on the main fabric. So when you are done doing this, you've turned your front neckline. I used the facing to turn the front neckline, not forgetting to add hemming gum so that the facing can stick down on the top. After turning the neckline, I'm not going to press it like I did for the back. I mean, after turning this front neckline, you will not press it like we did for the back. Just going to flip the facing inside and then you'll be using this front to turn the back on the shoulder line. Don't press it yet because once you press it, the facing will just stick to the top and you will not be able to open it up to use to turn the shoulder line. So bring back your back panel, face the right side of the back panel to the right side of the front panel, just like I'm doing. Then you open it up like this, you flip the facing to the back, and then you proceed to turning the shoulder line. Turn the shoulder on one side, repeat the same process to the other side. You can now proceed to pressing the neckline of the front panel. The next thing after this is to shape the top. So to shape the top, make sure that your two panels are properly arranged on each other, making sure the right side is facing right side. I love to start my shaping from the zip side. It helps me to, or I love to start my shaping from the zip. It helps me to automatically know where the center of whatever outfit I'm sewing is. So you're going to be dividing the bust by 4 from the zip to the shaping side. You mark that. The waistline divided by 4 from the zip to the shaping side. You mark that. Then you flip it to the other side just like I did. Now you're going to be dividing your measurement by 2. So from the initial place that you stitched, you divide your bust by 2, you mark that. Then the waistline divided by 2 as well, you mark that. Then connect these 2 points together with a straight stitch. I mean connect the bust point to the waistline with a straight stitch. After this, the next thing is to retrim your shoulder and your armhole. So fold your top into 2 just like I did, and then you will measure your shoulder plus ½ inch allowance. This ½ inch is what you will use to attach the sleeve on top of it. Then you are going to retrim the armhole. Once you retrim the armhole, you measure to be sure that it is the exact armhole that you are working with, is not wider and is not smaller. After doing that, I folded my sleeve into 2, divided my round sleeve at the bicep region because the whole length of this sleeve stops on the bicep region. So I divided my round sleeve at that point by 2. I marked that. I divided my armhole by 2. I marked that. Then I connected these 2 points together. I did this to the right sleeve and I did it to the left sleeve as well. I notched the middle of the sleeve so that I can easily identify the middle when it's time for me to fix it on my top. So you are going to put the 2 points, I mean the armhole point on your top and the armhole point on the sleeve together, and you flip it to the wrong side just like I'm doing. Then you put your sleeve inside your armhole. We are just trying to check that the armhole and on the top and the armhole on the sleeve, they are the same before you start stitching. So that notch that you have made has to be on the shoulder line at this point. You can go ahead to pin it down, then you sew your sleeve inside your armhole. It is that simple. When I was done doing this, I did it to the other side, and here is the outcome of my top. I hope that this video has been helpful to someone. If it has been, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. In case you have any question, do not hesitate to ask me down in the comment section. And don't forget that the tutorial for this skirt is coming up right after this one. Once it comes up, I'll put the link up and also in the description box. Thank you so much for sticking with me from the beginning of this video till this point. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.